Shah Sahab MPA, who has secured the votes of majority of total membership of the Assembly as the Chief Minister of Province of Sindh.
Pakistan People's Party leader Syed Murad Ali Shah re-elected Chief Minister of Sindh. Shah defeats joint opposition's nominee Shahryar Meher and secures 97 votes as opposed to Meher's 61 votes.
जो एतमाद मुझ पर किया है एज अ सीएम खैबर पख्तूनख्वा, मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि मैं पूरा उतर सकूं।
Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf's Mahmood Khan elected Khyber Paktoonkhuwa Chief Minister. PTI nominee defeats Mia Nisar Gul of Muttahida Majlis-e-Amal, securing 77 votes. MMA nominee receives only 33 votes. Chaudhry Pervaiz Elahi takes oath as Punjab Assembly Speaker. Chaudhry Pervaiz Elahi of Pakistan Muslim League Qaid elected Speaker of the Punjab Assembly. Pervaiz secures 201 votes against 147 of Chaudhry Muhammad Iqbal of Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz. PMLN's candidate receives 15 votes less than party's strength in Punjab Assembly. Abdul Bazinjo of Baluchistan Awami Party takes oath as Baluchistan Assembly Speaker. Bazinjo secures 39 votes against 20 votes of opposition candidate Muhammad Nawaz Khan. National Accountability Bureau seeks more time in Sharif's plea for suspension of Avonfield verdict. IHC bench directs NAB Deputy Prosecutor General Sardar Muzaffar Abbasi to conclude arguments in the case. National Accountability Bureau approves investigation against former Foreign Minister Khwaja Asif for owing assets beyond means. NAB also approves filing of corruption reference against former Ports and Shipping Minister Babar Ghori. Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa confirms death sentences of 15 terrorists. Terrorists were found involved in killing of 45 people, including 4 civilians, 41 armed forces, frontier constabulary police officials, and injuring 103 others. Arms and explosives were also recovered from their possession. Former Indian Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee passes away in New Delhi at the age of 93. Former Indian Prime Minister was suffering from chronic kidney disease since long. Mosque trustee says Westminster suspect was in London to renew his visa. London Police Chief Cressida Dick says city is patiently open for business and everything is back to normal. Scorching weather helps uncover archaeological sites around Britain. Archaeologists mapping sites to determine significance of remains beneath and how best to protect them. Stan Wawrinka and Nicaragua's into Cincinnati Masters third round. Wawrinka to play Hungarian Martin Fucsovics for a place in quarterfinals. Host nation Indonesia gears up for Asian Games kickoff on August 18. People say are looking forward to games and hope to provide visitors with best hospitality. Singer-songwriter Taylor Swift interrupts concert to discuss sexual assault case. Jury found former DJ assaulted and battered the pop star. And Indian moviegoers give thumbs up to Bollywood vigilant action movie Satyameva Jayate. Story revolves around corruption, which many believe in plaguing the nation. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. A very warm welcome to 92 News HD. My name is Mahmood. Starting off with the top story today, Pakistan People's Party leader Syed Murad Ali Shah was re-elected Chief Minister of Sindh on Thursday. 158 members of Sindh Assembly cast their votes for top slot of the province. He defeated the joint opposition's nominee Shahryar Mahar to claim the slot, securing 97 votes as opposed to Mahar's 61 votes. Opposition members also congratulated the Chief Minister-elect.
Chief Minister of Sindh was re-elected following the trend set by the election of Sindh Assembly Speaker. Syed Murad Ali Shah was elected with heavy margin. He defeated the joint opposition's nominee Shahryar Mahar to claim the slot, securing 97 votes as opposed to Mahar's 61 votes. Total 158 members used their vote right to elect the Chief Minister. Tehreek-e-Labbaik Pakistan's 3 MPA did not vote for anyone. Opposition members congratulated the newly elected Chief Minister and indicated the problems of province.
कराची में ऐसे इलाके भी हैं कि जहां पर 50 दिन के बाद पानी आता है.
Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf Firdaus Shamim Naqvi said they will create Naya Sindh.
कि मुराद अली शाह जैसे शख्स के हाथ खोल दो, इसमें काबिलियत है, ये डिलीवर कर सकता है. फैसले कहीं और होते हैं, फैसले करने वाले कोई और है.
Pakistan People's Party Nasir Hussain Shah said no uncle and U-turn will work in Sindh as the province belongs to Arrow.
और एक बहुत ही एक्टिव, एक्सपीरियंस्ड, ऑनेस्ट, इफेक्टिव और मेहनती चीफ मिनिस्टर दोबारा उसी तसलसल को आगे बढ़ाएंगे.
The House stresses the Chief Minister to demand the fair share of Sindh and solve the problem of the province.
On the other hand, Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf candidate Mahmood Khan was elected the Khyber Paktoonkhuwa Chief Minister on Thursday. Mian Nisar Gul of Muttahida Majlis-e-Amal polled 33 votes to Khan's 77.
Mahmood Khan, a minister previously in the Pervaiz Elahi government, got the PTI chairperson's note after first choice colleague Atif Khan was found to have many detractors in the party. Mahmood enjoys support of Pervaiz Elahi.
जो एतमाद मुझ पर किया है एज सीएम खैबर पख्तूनख्वा, मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि मैं पूरा उतर सकूं.
Addressing the House after he was declared successful, Mahmood said he would never disappoint the people who had voted for the PTI. We will fulfill our promises and we will strengthen the governance institution, he said.
जनाब मियां निसार गुल साहब MPA के हासिल करदा वोट की कुल तादाद 33. महमूद खान साहब MPA के हासिल करदा वोटों की तादाद 77.
The Chief Minister rejected allegation of rigging in general elections and said he is ready for a recount of votes in his constituency.
किसी के कंधों पे बैठ के आए ये बिल्कुल गलत है. मैं इससे एग्री नहीं करता. इस तरह शाहराम खान ने कहा कि 22-23 साल खान साहब की जदोजहद के बाद हम एक स्टेज पर पहुंचे.
The 46-year-old was Minister of Sport, Culture and Irrigation in the Khatta cabinet. For a short duration, he was also in charge of Home Department.
Now talking about Punjab Assembly, Chaudhry Pervaiz Elahi from the Pakistan Muslim League CAF has been elected as the Speaker. Elahi secured 201 votes out of the 349 cast votes, while his opponent and Muslim League Nawaz candidate Chaudhry Iqbal Gujjar received 147 votes. Pervaiz Elahi was administered oath by outgoing Speaker Rana Muhammad Iqbal.
decades-long dominance of PMLN in Punjab came to an end as Chaudhry Pervaiz Elahi from the PMLQ was elected as the Speaker of Punjab Assembly. Elahi was being backed by Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and other allies. Newly elected Speaker also assumed charge as House Custodian. Pervaiz Elahi was contesting against PMLN nominee Chaudhry Muhammad Iqbal Gujjar. There were 349 votes cast during the election, out of which Elahi received 201 and Muhammad Iqbal 147. Following his victory, Elahi thanked all allies and said the dignity of House will be uplifted and create good working relationship with all political parties. The PMLN's candidate received 15 votes less than his party's strength in Punjab Assembly, which indicates those members voting for Elahi. Members of Assembly felicitated Pervaiz Elahi following his victory as Speaker of Assembly.
Daily 92 News report on creation of a forward bloc in Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz proved true on Thursday when more than 10 party members of Punjab Assembly voted for Chaudhry Pervaiz Elahi in polling for the Assembly Speaker. Daily 92 News had published the story on July 26th.
Daily 92 News beat others in publishing authentic news. The story of creation of a forward bloc in Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, published 20 days ago, proved true today as more than 10 parties members of Punjab Assembly voted for opposition candidate for Speaker Chaudhry Pervaiz Elahi. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and its allies originally enjoyed the support of 190 members for polling for Assembly Speaker, while Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz had the support of 164 members. But today, PMLN's candidate Chaudhry Iqbal could receive only 147 votes. Daily 92 News had published the news of creation of a forward bloc in PMLN on July 26 on the very next day after elections.
Several Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz members of the Provincial Assembly of the Punjab took to slogan chanting on Thursday during polling for the election of PS Speaker after a Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf member was accused to have exposed her ballot in violation of rules. Pakistan People's Party leader Khurshid Shah has said that his party have reservations over Shahbaz being the candidate for Prime Minister. Shah stressed that if the Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz does not change its Prime Minister candidate, then the People's Party will make a decision accordingly. We have told PMLN of our reservations. We are working on resolving it. But if they don't change their candidate, then we will make our own decision, he said. Abdul Bazinjo was elected the 15th Speaker of Baluchistan Assembly on Thursday. He secured 39 votes in the election for Speaker. He was administered the oath in predecessor Rahila Durrani. Bazinjo has served as a Deputy Speaker of the House from June 2013 to May 2015. His rival candidate, a joint Muttahida Majlis-e-Amal Baluchistan National Party Bengal nominee Muhammad Nawaz Khan, polled 20 votes. Addressing the members after taking oath, Bazinjo said he was grateful to the parties that had backed him in the elections. Election for the President of Pakistan will be held on September 4th, the Election Commission of Pakistan announced on Thursday. The ECP said nomination papers may be filed with the presiding officers in Islamabad and provincial capitals by 12 noon on August 27th. The scrutiny of the nomination papers will be carried out on August 29th. The candidates may withdraw from the race by 12 noon on August 30th. The final list of the candidates will be published the same day at 1 p.m. Polling, if required, will be held at the National Assembly and the 4 provincial assemblies from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on September 4th. The National Accountability Bureau on Thursday sought 2 more days from the Islamabad High Court to present its arguments against the plea filed by former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, his daughter Maryam Nawaz and son-in-law Captain retired Safdar seeking suspension of the verdict in the Evenfield properties reference. The anti-graft body was fined rupees 10,000 over wastage of court time.
A two-member bench of the Islamabad High Court, comprising Justice Athar Minullah and Justice Miangul Hassan Aurangzeb, had directed NAB Deputy Prosecutor General Sardar Muzaffar Abbasi to conclude his arguments in the case today. However, as the hearing went underway, the NAB Deputy Prosecutor said, "I have been directed to ask for an adjournment of 2 days." Further, Justice Minullah remarked there needs to be a solid reason for adjournment. This is not right. Justice Minullah also questioned if anyone had any objection to the bench and stated all respondents are equal before us. The IHC judge then asked Abbasi if he can conclude his arguments on Monday, to which he responded, "I will have to ask first." However, Justice Aurangzeb said, "You are wasting your time." Further, Maryam and Captain retired Safdar's counsel Amjad Pervez said, "Private parties seek more time, but for an institution to do this is beyond my understanding." The two-member bench then told the NAB Deputy Prosecutor General to submit his initial reservations, consult each other and adopt one stance. "We are considering penalizing you for wasting the court's time," he added. Abbasi then assured the bench that he will conclude his arguments on Monday. The court penalized the anti-graft body of rupees 10,000 over wastage of court's time and adjourned the hearing till Monday.
The Federal Investigation Agency has issued notices for questioning with regard to 15 suspicious bank accounts. FIA officials said rupees 6 billion had been deposited in these accounts. Meanwhile, a court granted transit remand of Omni Group owner Anwar Majid.
The FIA has issued notices regarding 15 bank accounts it suspects were used for money laundering. Officials said approximately rupees 6 billion was deposited in these accounts. Omni Group owner Anwar Majid will be produced in a court tomorrow.
मैडम के ये जो मुकदमात हैं ये अपोजिशन में जो आपका किरदार है उसको रोकने के लिए
No comments. Meanwhile, Pakistan People's Party leader Faryal Talpur appeared before the court, seized of the matter and was granted an extension in the bail. The hearing was adjourned till September 4.
The Executive Board of the National Accountability Bureau has approved the recommendation for initiating an inquiry against Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf leader Aleem Khan. The board has also approved inquiries against former MNA Captain retired Safdar and former Federal Minister Khwaja Asif.
NAB Chairman Justice Javed Iqbal retired presided over the board meeting. The meeting also approved the filing of a reference against former Federal Minister Babar Ghori, who is alleged to have ordered the illegal hiring of 974 people. Khwaja Asif is suspected of having assets beyond his known means. The NAB chairman also approved launching inquiries against former lawmakers Zafar Ali Laghari, Abdul Hakim Baloch and Ramesh Lal.
The National Accountability Bureau has summoned Ambassador to US Ali Jahangir Siddiqui for questioning on August 27th. The NAB has asked Siddiqui to bring all documents with regard to Asgard 9 Limited with him. Siddiqui faces charges of embezzling rupees 40 billion inside trading in stock exchange and investing in foreign countries that cost billions to the shareholders. He is also accused of selling shares to government institutions on exorbitant prices that allegedly caused a loss of 20 billion rupees to the national exchequer. Siddiqui was appointed as Pakistan's envoy to US by former Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi. More news stories lined up right after a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. After the break, several Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz leaders visited Adiala jail on Thursday to visit former Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. PMLN President Shahbaz Sharif was not among them.
None of the visitors were able to see Sharif as he had not been brought back following his court appearance until the meeting time had run out. Former Sindh Governor Mohammad Zubair, former Ministers of State Talal Chaudhry and Abid Sher Ali, and former Federal Minister Mushahid Hussain Sayyid were among the visitors. 10 people from Sharif and Munir families visited Maryam Nawaz and Captain Safdar, retired. Other visitors included former National Assembly Speaker Sardar Ayyaz Sadiq, former Punjab Governor Rafiq Rajwana, Mushahidullah Khan and Pervaiz Rashid. Senator Asif Kirmani's name was not on the visitors list, but he was allowed to meet the party leader.
An Islamabad High Court division bench constituted to hear a petition seeking disqualification of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf chairman Imran Khan's disqualification stood dissolved on Thursday after one of the judges recused himself.
Justice Athar Minullah cited his closeness to former Chief Justice of Pakistan Iftikhar Muhammad Chaudhry as his reason for not hearing the petition filed by a member of the party founded by Chaudhry. The petition, filed on June 12, asked the court to disqualify Khan for public office for his failure to mention his daughter in his nomination papers.
Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa on Thursday confirmed the death sentences awarded to 15 people convicted of terrorism. A press release issued by the Inter-Services Public Relations has said the culprits were tried by special military courts and found guilty of killing 45 people, including 4 civilians and 41 personnel of armed forces, frontier constabulary and police, and injuring 103 others. Arms and explosives were also recovered from them. The rising expenses of higher education have resulted in the British youth looking for other alternatives for success in their life, a survey has shown. The survey found that 75% of Britons still believe that higher education is necessary. In 2013, the opinion was held by 86% of the respondents. The report attributes the declining trend among the youth to increased expenditures and failure to get high-wage jobs after completing education. Citizens in North London on Thursday foiled an acid-throwing attempt. Police said the suspects managed to flee. A video posted on social media showed several thrashing a man holding a bottle in his hand. Witness said he was caught as he was about to throw acid at a shop. The passerby beat him up before dousing him with several bottles of milk. Witnesses said they saw him demanding money from another who was leaving the shop on a motorcycle. On the latter's refusal to oblige, the former attempted to throw acid at him, but some passerby grabbed him and beat him up. In the end, the man fled from the spot. A trustee at Birmingham's Central Mosque said that the man arrested after suspected UK Parliament attack went to London for visa reasons and had paperwork with him.
A man detained on suspicion of carrying out a terrorist attack outside Britain's parliament is Saleh Khatir, a British citizen of Sudanese origin, a European security source told Reuters.
We understand that this gentleman had his papers with him to renew his passport. He'd shown no signs to any of the people that knew him that, he was capable or he had some intention to do anybody harm. And he was there to renew his passport and, sort his paperwork out. And that's as far as we know.
Nasar Mahmood, a trustee at Birmingham Central Mosque, told reporters that he spoke to members of the local Sudanese community and heard that Khatir did not worship at the mosque and had shown signs of radicalization.
I think London is patently open for business. Yesterday we had that horrible attack. Today there are no cordons in place. Everything is back to normal. People are getting on with their life, getting on with their business. I have frankly never seen so many tourists from overseas in London as I've seen this year. Everything is working quite smoothly. People are getting on with it and coming and visiting our great city, and I'm really pleased to see that. Long, long, long may it last.
London Police Chief Cressida Dick said London was patently open for business and everything was back to normal.
The doctors' union warned on Thursday of adverse effects on health services in the event of a disorderly Brexit. The union said there may be a critical shortage of medicines in such a situation. A briefing paper issued by the doctors' union expressed the apprehension that deadly disease might spread in case of exit from the European Union without an agreement on post-exit agreements. The union said the capacity of doctors to deal with emergencies might also be affected. British police officials said on Thursday that medicines had been stockpiled to deal with the situation arising out of the exit from EU without a deal. At the same time, the officials asked people to prepare to deal with an emergency. According to the archaeologists, Britain's hottest summer in decades has revealed crop marks across the country showing the sites of Iron Age settlements, Roman farms and even Neolithic monuments dating back thousands of years.
Crop marks patterns of shading in crops and grass seen most clearly from the air from faster in hot weather as the fields dry out, making this summer's heat wave ideal for discovering such sites.
We've discovered hundreds of new sites this year, spanning about 6,000 years of England's history, and these range from Neolithic ceremonial monuments, Iron Age, Bronze Age and Roman farms, medieval settlements in the east of England, and also World War II camps that we've not seen for a long time.
Archaeologists at the public body Historic England have been making the most of the hot weather to look for patterns revealing the ancient sites buried below, from Yorkshire and North Down of Cornwall in the southeast.
Each new site is interesting in itself, but the fact we're finding so many sites over such a large area is filling in a lot of gaps in knowledge about how people lived and farmed, managed the landscape in the past.
The archaeologists are mapping the sites to determine the significance of the remains beneath and how best to protect them. While some may be significant enough to merit national protection from development, local authorities or farmers may be left to decide what to do at other sites.
Some of the sites we will probably do some more detailed analysis and see whether they are worthy of national protection. And then the other sites, well, the information that we share with our local authority colleagues will then be used to consider whether some of them should be protected through countryside stewardship schemes. And then we'll hopefully get the help of farmers to help protect some of these undesignated sites.
More news stories lined up right after a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back after the break. Former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, one of the most popular leaders of India, died on Thursday. The hospital where he was admitted said in a statement he was 93. Vajpayee served as Prime Minister thrice, briefly in 1996 and then for 2 terms between 1998 and 2004.
The veteran Bharatiya Janata Party leader was admitted in All India Institute of Medical Science, one of India's premier hospitals, on June 11, with complications arising out of urinary tract infection, low urine output and chest congestion. He was on life support since Wednesday morning after his condition deteriorated. Several leaders, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, had visited AIIMS to inquire about Vajpayee's health. Vajpayee served as Prime Minister thrice, briefly in 1996 and then for 2 terms between 1998 and 2004. India under Vajpayee's rule witnessed major historic events like in May 1998, New Delhi conducted underground nuclear tests in Pokhara in desert state of Rajasthan. The tests were held just a month after the government had been in power. Vajpayee also made efforts in normalizing the relations between India and Pakistan. He traveled to Pakistan on Delhi-Lahore bus service in its inaugural run on February 19, 1999 to attend the Lahore summit. Vajpayee was received at Wagha by then Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. The former Indian Premier was born in 1924 in Gwalior and was among the founding members of the Bharatiya Janata Party. Vajpayee had taken retirement from politics in 2005. 4 years on, he suffered a stroke that eventually led to dementia as well. A poet-politician, Vajpayee was conferred the nation's highest civilian honor, Bharat Ratna, in 2014.
Aretha Franklin, the preacher's daughter, whose powerful voice made her the long-reigning queen of soul with such hit songs as Respect and Chain of Fools, died at the age of 76. Franklin, who won 18 Grammys and had some 25 gold records, died at her home in Detroit. According to one of her publicists, she had been battling advanced pancreatic cancer and her family had asked for prayers. Franklin's father was a Baptist preacher in Detroit, and the gospel singing she heard in his church was her musical foundation. Two US F-22 stealth fighter jets squared off in simulated dogfights with two of the Norway's expanding fleet of F-35 aircraft on Wednesday as part of an exercise aimed at strengthening the NATO alliance and increasing its deterrent power.
The two US F-22s are among 13 in Europe for series of short-term deployments in places such as Greece and Poland, with further training missions planned in undisclosed location in coming days. The Norwegian deployment latest just one day but will lay the groundwork for NATO allies as they work to integrate their stealth welfare capabilities. Colonel Leslie Hawk, chief of the 5th Generation Integration Division at the US Air Force's headquarters in Europe, told reporters in Norway.
And there's similarities. You can look at both of them and they have the stealth design. They're both very similar in that aspect. They also have somewhat similar avionics. The jets do different things, but they also have those advanced stealth capabilities. They have the advanced avionics capabilities, and there's goodness to sharing that information.
The deployment is part of US efforts to reassure European allies after Russia's 2014 annexation of Crimea. Growing numbers of Lockheed Martin Corp F-35s are arriving in Europe as the world's most advanced warplane and most expensive weapon program mature following a raft of cost increase and technical challenges in its early years. Hawk leads a new office at Ramstein Air Base in southwestern Germany that is working to ensure a smooth transition for some 40 F-35s due to be on site in Europe by end year. The first US F-35s are set to arrive in 2021. Next month, a group of senior officials from the United States and 7 others F-35 operator countries, Norway, Denmark, Italy, Turkey, Israel, Britain and the Netherlands, will meet to compare notes on the new warplane, which was first used in combat by Israel in May.
Stan Wawrinka beat Japan's Nii Nishikori to progress into the round of 16 at the Cincinnati Masters, while Nick Kyrgios managed to progress past Croatia's Borna Coric after an inconsistent performance.
Wawrinka rallied from 4-1 down in the first set to win 11 of the final 15 games to give the Swiss his 4th win in his last 5 matches. Wawrinka will play Hungarian Martin today for place in the quarter-finals.
6-4, 6-4.
Australian Kyrgios bounced back from a second set whitewashing to eventually prevail against Coric. The Australian number 1 moves into the round of 16, where he will play the winner of South Korea's Hyun Chung for Argentine Juan Martin Del Potro for a place in the quarterfinals.
Peru striker Paulo Guerrero was presented with the jersey of his new Brazilian club, Internacional, on Wednesday in Porto Alegre. Internacional announced on Sunday that Guerrero had signed a 3-year deal with the club. Guerrero, who captained Peru in its qualification campaign for the Russia World Cup, joined the Porto Alegre side after 3 years with Flamengo. The 34-year-old, whose former club also include Bayern Munich, Hamburg and Groningen, missed much of this year after being tested positive for a cocaine byproduct. His ban was lifted shortly before the World Cup and Guerrero played in all 3 of Peru's matches. Atletico Madrid finally got their own back on Real Madrid in European competition by snatching a 4-2 win over the city rivals after extra time to lift up the UEFA Super Cup on Wednesday.
Man of the match Diego Costa gave Europa League holders Atletico a dream start against Champions League winners Real by scoring after 49 seconds. Real playing their first competitive game since Cristiano Ronaldo left and Julian Zidane as coach equalized through Karim Benzema in the 27th minute. Real, who beat Atletico in the 2014 and 2016 Champions League finals and knocked them out of the competition in 2015 and 2017, look set to cause more pain for their neighbors when Juan Fran Handel and Thiago Ramos score from the resulting penalty.
Sergio Ramos que pone por delante en la Supercopa al Real Madrid.
Diego Simon's side got back into the game with 12 minutes left through Costa. Saul Niguez put them 3-2 up in the 98th minute and Coke struck 6 minutes later to secure their third Super Cup title.
Diego Costa la pone atrás. ¡Golazo!
An Indonesian village is jumping headfirst into the spirit of Asian Games with colorful murals dotting and the walls and cheery flags flapping in the wind as the countdown to the regional games entered the final 48 hours. Capital Jakarta and Western Indonesia's Palembang in southern Sumatra are set to host the games from August 18 to September 2, where over 11,000 athletes from 45 countries are set to compete for 462 gold medals.
Untuk menyambut Asian Games ini masyarakat sih berantusias sekali, bahkan untuk pewarna nih ya, untuk menggambar atau mewarnai rumah-rumah mereka dari warga, dari RT RW membackup.
Many residents of Delta Serdang village next to the athletes village in Jakarta said they were looking forward to the games and hope to provide visitors with the best hospitality.
Orang-orang ini bisa menyambut dengan baik dan itu menyambut dengan tamu dari luar. Kita kan belum pernah didatangi tamu seperti sekarang itu.
Local authorities were also feeling the heat, racing to clean the areas surrounding the venues in Jakarta and installing a giant net to cover the site of a dirty river near the athletes' village that has drawn criticism.
More news stories lined up right after a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back after the break. Qawwali maestro Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan is being remembered today on his 21st death anniversary. Nusrat is widely regarded as the king of Qawwali music.
Nusrat came from a family of Qawwals. However, a career in Qawwali was not a given. In fact, the family had wanted him to be a doctor. His first public performance came at the age of 16 at the Chehlam of his father. In a remarkably prolific career, Nusrat produced 125 albums. Nusrat passed away in 1997 following a cardiac arrest in London. He was 48 years old.
Movie enthusiasts in India's western Mumbai like the recently released Bollywood vigilant action thriller film Satyameva Jayate, as it revolved around corruption, which many believe is plaguing the nation.
Directed by Milan Zaveri, Satyameva Jayate deals with an anti-corruption narrative. The action-packed film sees actor John Abraham in titular role.
Actually, John Abraham is my favorite actor, so I would say it was good, and he really looks in serious role and his acting.
मूवी अच्छी थी, नो डाउट देखने लायक है, स्पेशली वन टाइम वॉचेबल मूवी है. एक्शन बहुत अच्छा था मूवी में और जो स्टोरी लाइन थी जो ली थी वो अच्छा था. करप्शन के ऊपर, आजकल करप्शन बहुत चल रहा है हमारी कंट्री में, तो उसके ऊपर मनोज वाजपेयी का एक्टिंग ऑसम, 10 out of 10.
The film marks the debut of actor Aisha Sharma and also stars popular regional actor Amruta Khanwilkar. Satyameva Jayate also features veteran actor Manoj Bajpayee.
Robert De Niro, regarded as one of the greatest American actors of all time, turned 75 on August 17th. A 7-time Academy Award nominee, De Niro won Oscars for his lead role in Raging Bull and his supporting turn in The Godfather Part 2. The actor founded the Tribeca Film Festival in 2002 in a bid to revive Lower Manhattan after the September 11, 2001 attacks. Singer-songwriter Taylor Swift thanked her fans for supporting her and spoke about her August 2017 sexual assault trial during a concert in Tampa, Florida.
Taylor Swift won her trial against a Colorado radio personality on August 14, 2017.
This exact day, a year ago, I was not playing a sold-out stadium in Tampa. I was in a courtroom in Denver, Colorado. Honestly, I was there for a sexual assault case, and this day a year ago was the day that the jury sided in my favor and said that they believed me. I guess I just think about all the people that weren't believed and the people who haven't been believed, or the people who are afraid to speak up because they think they won't be believed.
The jury had found that former DJ assaulted and battered the pop star by groping her bare bottom and awarded her the symbolic $1 in damages she had sought.
A new trailer has been released for Overlord. Story of the film revolves around American soldiers stranded on enemy lands who face Nazi zombies. The film will hit the cinemas on November 9th.
3 months ago, I was cutting grass in my front yard. And the mailman shows up with a letter from the army. Now I'm here.
That's all from the news studios. For more details, you can visit our website 92NewsHDUK and keep watching 92 News.